This is reference file number 210-12042. Statement of Kahlil Markell Wiley, date of birth 7/16/2003, taken at the Bloomington Police Department on January 5th, 2022, at 08:24 hours. Questioning by Detectives Seifert and Danner. Morning, Mr. Wiley. How are you? Good. I'm Detective Seifert. This is my partner, Detective Danner. We've been assigned this case for follow-up. So kind of explain what's going on. We're investigating a shooting that occurred on New Year's Eve at the Mall of America. Okay. So kind of our job is to gather facts and evidence and all that stuff. That's kind of what we've been doing since the incident. We've watched a lot of videos. We've talked to a lot of people, looked at a lot of pictures. You know, naturally, if something like that happens at the Mall of America, there are a lot of people who see what happens. So we're putting this case together, and I always give everybody who's sitting in your seat kind of the disclaimer that you know, you may be thinking in your head, shit, this is looking pretty bad. But I like to give everybody an opportunity to provide an explanation. And I'm sure there's a very good explanation. And jurors, when they hear a case, like to hear an explanation, because they're like, oh, okay, sounds bad, but I get it. You know, I get why this person did what they did. And it happens a lot. Like I said, this isn't our first time we've interviewed people for cases like this. So I just like to kind of put everybody on notice like that. So we'd like to give you an opportunity to kind of provide an explanation. Okay. Before we do that, I am just going to verify. Can you just tell me your full name?
Kahlil Markell Wiley.
Okay, and your date of birth?
07/16/03.
And that makes you how old?
18.
18. Do you have a C in your middle name? Like some variations of your name, there's a C. What does that C stand for?
It's just a C.
Just a
Markell,
C?
yeah.
Gotcha, okay. And then you've been staying at 286 Stinson? Do you have any other addresses, like where you get mail or anything?
I got general delivery mail.
What's that?
It goes to a UPS, and then I go pick it up from there.
Oh, gotcha. How about a telephone number?
I don't know about her. I just got a new phone turned on.
Gotcha.
It's on my phone, though.
Gotcha. Did the officers explain why you were being arrested yesterday?
Did
they tell you what the charges were?
Not till I got here.
Okay. So, but they did tell you what the charges were?
Yeah.
So, first-degree assault, and looks like you have a warrant, too. So.
I should have been, I talked to a public defender out in Ramsey, and they said he was going to see if he can get that court rescheduled.
Okay.
It was an accident. I missed it because they didn't send no Zoom thing.
Gotcha.
But I don't know why it's there.
Gotcha. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is, actually, first of all, are you employed currently?
No.
No. How long have you been unemployed?
Probably like 5 months.
5 months? What did you do before that?
I was working at Super America.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to read you your Miranda advisory. You know what that is? Basically reading you your rights. So if you have any questions about what it means, just allow me to finish the advisory first, and I'll be happy to explain it to you, okay? The Constitution requires that I inform you that you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say will be used in court as evidence against you. You are entitled to talk to a lawyer now, or have him or her present now, or at any time during questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you without cost. Do you understand these rights? Is that a yes?
Yes.
Are you willing to waive these rights and give me a statement at this time?
Yes.
Okay. So like I mentioned earlier, I like to give people an opportunity to provide an explanation for their actions, and I have a feeling my partner and I both have a feeling, just watching the video of the incident and all that stuff, that you might have a pretty good explanation. So, first of all, can you just confirm that you were at the Mall of America on New Year's Eve?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. What brought you to the mall?
Me and my girlfriend that's down there, who you guys gonna talk to next, and then my cousin and his girlfriend was going to get some matching outfits for New Year's. And when we was walking in there, we was going to a shoe store, and some people that we've been, like, they've been calling my phone for the past couple of days or whatever, and they just basically like saying, like, taunting me, saying they smoking my dead homies and they gonna kill you when they see me and this and that. And we seen them people at the mall who've been doing it on my phone for the last couple of days prior, and they started chasing us, and that's when me and my cousin took off running, and we was trying to find an exit, but we couldn't find one. And right when the second dude cut me off and he was for to hit me, I panicked, and that's when I did that.
Okay. What exactly did you do?
I pulled my gun out and shot him in his leg.
Okay.
And then I think the other one had a gun, but he gave it to the dudes he was with.
Okay. What the gun look like that the other dude had?
I couldn't see it. I just kept seeing him holding it. While he was chasing us, his hand was in his pocket, the tall one.
Okay. What did the tall guy look like, his clothing?
He had the yellow jacket on with the black little paints in.
Okay.
He about 6'9". He's super tall. I don't know how tall exactly. Okay. Light skin. He got like little dread things hanging out his hair, but he had a mask on.
Okay. When you shot, did you know that you hit the guy who was chasing you?
No, I didn't know it until later on the article.
Okay, so the article said that you shot him in the leg? Okay. Were you aware that another person at the mall was hit?
Not until later.
Okay. All right. When you left the mall, did you make any attempt to call 911 or anything to ask for help? No. Okay. Let me ask you this: what kind of gun did you bring to the mall? Like, what did it look like?
The P80, a Glock.
A Glock P80.
Okay. Polymer 80.
Polymer 80. Okay. What color is it?
It was blue and gray.
Blue and gray. Yeah. And then, did the gun have any accessories on it, or what did it have?
Flashlight, 2 laser beams, and muzzle.
Okay. How about the magazine?
Regular.
Regular magazine. You didn't have the drum magazine on there? Did you know these guys were going to be at the mall before you got there? Okay, so this wasn't a pre-planned event or anything?
No.
You just carried a gun for protection? Okay. Where'd you guys go after you left the mall?
We went to get dropped off and change the clothes and stuff, and then we went to a hotel.
Where did you guys go first to change clothes?
My house.
Your house? On Stinson? And then after you changed and left Stinson, what hotel did you go to?
Roseville. It was like Roseville / Minneapolis, Hilton. I think Hilton by. It was Hilton by. This weird hotel.
Okay.
I just know it was Roseville / Minneapolis, and then there was Hilton by something.
Gotcha.
I just don't remember what the last part of it was.
And then you guys stayed there for a night? And then, when you say your cousin, who are you referring to?
Latrell Littles.
Latrell Littles. And is he actually your cousin, or are you just calling your cousin?
That's my real cousin.
Okay. And Latrell and his girlfriend was there?
Yeah.
Okay. And they were with you at the mall? And then Miss Davis was there with you too at the mall, your girlfriend? Okay. So you guys spend the night at the Hilton on the border of Roseville, Minneapolis. Next morning, y'all check out. Then what happens?
Go back home.
So you go back home with Miss Davis,
Mm-hmm.
and then Latrell and Miss Snipes go where?
From what I know now, they went to a hotel. His mom called me and told me, so I seen picked in his hotel room and stuff. I guess he said something happened with his girlfriend's family that she couldn't go back home that night, so they ended up getting another hotel.
Okay. Now, when you guys are leaving in the mall in the car, you're in the back seat, passenger side.
Mhm.
Your cousin's driving. Miss Snipes is in the front seat in front of you, and Miss Davis is sitting next to you in the back seat, right?
Mhm.
What sort of conversation is going on in that car after you guys leave the mall? Because you got to the car first.
Mhm.
It took everybody else a minute to catch up.
Just like a shock, confused, like what just happened, scared, like just trying to figure what to do next. I don't know.
All right. Did they know that obviously they knew you were getting chased around because Latrell was getting chased with you.
Mhm.
The girls kind of broke off. Did they know what had happened? Did they know that you had shot?
The girls?
Yeah.
At the last part, I'm pretty sure they figured because I ran. So I'm guessing, yeah, but I'm not 100% sure.
Okay. And then how about your cousin?
Yeah, because he was running with me the whole time.
Okay. And did you guys talk about that in the car a little bit?
Yeah, he asked me, he was like, why you shooting them all? And I was like, I didn't mean to, I just got scared. And we really just left it at that.
Okay. Did you pull your gun out in the car?
No.
No? Like you didn't have it out at any time or anybody in the car?
When I was running, I put it away and I didn't put it back out again.
Did you keep the gun in your waistband or in the Louis Vuitton bag you were carrying?
In my waistband.
Okay. Did you bring the gun into the mall in your waistband or that?
It's in my pocket.
It's in your pocket?
And then for her, you guys just questioning her too, right?
Yeah.
She not charging nothing yet though?
Well, we're gonna figure that out once we talk to everybody.
Okay.
We'll see what's going on. So I'm gonna show you some pictures real quick. If you can just kind of confirm who's who.
That's my cousin.
That's your cousin Latrell.
Yeah.
And that's
his girlfriend.
His girlfriend, Miss Snipes. Do you know her name?
I call her Maya, but I don't know if that's her real name.
Maya. Okay. You recognize that guy right there?
Mhm. That's me.
That's you. Yeah. Okay. You recognize this young lady?
Yeah.
Who's that?
That's my girlfriend.
That's your girlfriend, Miss Davis?
Yeah.
Okay. And what's she holding in her hand?
The drum.
The drum, yeah, the gun with the drum.
Yeah.
Is that your gun?
Yeah.
Okay. How about this guy right here?
Me.
That's you?
Yeah.
How about this? Is that your gun?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that the one you used at the mall?
Mhm.
Okay. So let me ask you this: where'd you get that gun?
Handmade.
Handmade, so you ordered the parts and everything?
Yeah.
Okay. How long have you had it?
Couple months, probably like 2 months.
Okay. You just order that online or something?
Mhm.
Cool. Okay.
Do you use a credit card in your name or?
Yeah, you gotta use it in the same person's name. Yeah.
Okay, so like if we were to talk to them, they'd be like, yeah, we sold.
Mhm. It's an online thing. I don't know if you could. I don't know. Maybe you could talk to them. Maybe not.
Yeah, they have a storefront. I've talked to them before. But yeah, they'd confirm that you made the purchase.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just gonna make sure. Kind of review some of my notes here. So New Year's Eve, you, your cousin, Latrell, his girlfriend, Maya, that's who you know her by, and your girlfriend, Alexis, Miss Davis, go to the mall, do some shopping. And I'm just making sure what you told me I'm remembering correctly. So the days leading up to you going to the mall, or maybe it was even more than that, these guys that you had this confrontation with at the mall have been sending you threatening text messages.
Threatening phone calls, text messages.
Phone calls and texts, okay.
Had something happened that caused you guys to not like each other? Or?
My dead friend, I guess they don't like him, and they've been posting like pictures of him in his casket and all type of weird stuff on Facebook and Snapchat, and just trying to get attention, basically. Just not even the ones that's at the mall. It was his friend and the ones that's at the mall. So they're part of it, but that wasn't just them. And they just been trying to antagonize me, I guess, for like the last week or so. He just had his balloon released, and I guess that's what taunted him to start antagonizing us about, like, trying to say we broke and we can't afford to pay him for a nice casket and stuff like that. And say we laid him in a bucket hat and joggers and just trying to get attention.
So these guys, and do you know these guys from?
I know some of them, but not all of them.
Okay, how about the guy that got hit?
Yeah.
You know him?
Mhm.
From where?
School Central.
Okay. What's his name?
Malachi.
Malachi. And you guys have a beef for some reason?
I don't personally have a beef with him. He's more taking up for his friend. Like, I've nothing personally with him.
Okay. All right. So you guys are beefing. They're sending you threatening texts, threatening phone calls about your deceased friend. What's your deceased friend's name?
Elijah.
Elijah? What's Elijah's last name?
Watson.
What happened to Elijah, if you don't mind me asking?
Some little JJ gang member, he tried to basically steal a gun from Elijah, and Elijah reached for it and he shot him in his face.
Sorry to hear that.
When did this happen?
Like last winter.
Okay.
Over there on Rice Street.
Yeah. So these guys are making threats. You carry a gun for protection because of these threats.
Mm-hmm.
So you all are at the mall shopping, and then you happen to see Malachi and his tall friend at the mall. Do you remember where you first saw him?
Yeah, going up the escalator.
Okay. So you see him going up the escalator.
I look over, he's watching me, and then I look back again, he's on the escalator behind us.
Okay. So you guys hit the third floor in the old Sears Court, and they start chasing after you.
He got his phone in one hand, his hand is in his pocket in the other hand. Yeah, he said, there go Case Ave and his cousin. And I said, come on, cuz, we couldn't find an exit, trying to leave. And we couldn't find an exit. That's why we went around the circle for so long. We didn't know which way to go.
Okay.
And then that's when he finally got to us.
So then, dude kind of comes around the front like he was gonna swing on you, and they were closing in on you, and you pull your gun out of your coat pocket, and shot behind you. Did you see where you shot?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you see anybody else around when you fired the shot?
No, not until I started taking off running the other way. That's when I started seeing people running.
Okay. So then you get back to the car first, followed by the girls and Latrell. You guys leave the mall, make mention of what had just happened, and you go to the Stinson address where you guys change clothes. And you guys are all at this time in the same car, right, in Latrell's car. You leave there and you go to a hotel on the border of Roseville and Minneapolis, like a Hilton something.
Would the Hampton Inn sound right familiar?
Hampton? It
Yeah.
might have been Hampton instead of Hilton.
Hampton? Okay.
It was across the street from Denny, that's all I remember.
Okay.
I think somebody else we talked to mentioned Hampton.
Yeah. Might have been.
The next day, you and Alexis go back to St. Paul, and as far as you know, Latrell and Miss Snipes go to another hotel somewhere, and you guys communicated over the course of those days?
Yeah.
I'm assuming by text or Facebook Messenger. Okay. Let's see here. You told me that you ordered the gun online. You made the purchase with a credit card in your name. I'm just making sure that everything we talked about, I'm getting straight. So let me ask you this: Do you recall an incident in St. Paul maybe a month and a half ago where you were robbed, and when you drove away in your car, you ran over somebody's foot? Do you remember that? You were actually the victim of a robbery.
Do you remember what was took?
I think probably weed.
Weed?
Maybe money.
A month ago?
Yeah, a month
When I
and a
was
half
driving?
ago.
What do you remember the car color?
I don't remember what the car was.
A month ago. I don't think that was me, because I've been in the house for a month.
Okay.
I don't remember that.
Okay. And so obviously you don't remember that. You never reported a robbery to St. Paul PD or anything.
Oh, actually, I do remember somebody. Oh, let me think. Yeah, I do think I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Somebody. What was it? I think it might have been more than a month ago.
Okay,
it could be. It was,
yeah, it could have been longer than that. Could have been in the summertime too.
Damn, what was it? I can't think right now, but it was for something. I'm not.
Okay, so it's possibly that
yeah.
that did go down. Okay. Do you remember who it was who robbed you?
I don't remember none of that.
Okay.
So just trying to think.
Detective Danner, you have anything?
So, looks like based on some of the call history we got from the cell phone company, looks like Luttrell was talking to you right before we picked him up. Was he talking to you about knowing we were out there, or what were you guys discussing? You were on the phone with him for a while.
Yeah, he said that, he was telling me like what happened when, like, the first time he was outside in the car, and he was telling me how he seen the police and stuff, and he went in the house, and then he was playing the game, and he was telling me while he was playing the game, he was like, they came back, and I ended up falling asleep when y'all kicked in the door, and I woke up to his mom calling me. She said that the SWAT team just kicked in the Trail Hotel and stuff, and then yeah.
Okay. So knowing that, any thought at that point like, hey, I should probably give him a call and be like, hey, or no?
Who, to y'all?
Yeah.
No, I was scared. Like,
okay.
Damn, SWAT team. I never had to deal with SWAT team or nothing like that before, so I was just like, I don't know.
Yeah, guns start getting involved, then you start getting the SWAT teams involved.
Kind of panicked.
Par for the course.
Never seen SWAT team in real life, like, for me, coming for me, or for somebody that's with me, so.
All right. So at no time you were going to maybe arrange to turn yourself in?
I was trying to figure out, like, what was going on with the trail first, though. I wanted to see what was going to happen.
Yeah, okay. All right. Anything else?
No, that's about all I can think of.
All right. Mr. Wiley, do you have any questions for me?
No. She coming to Hennepin with me, too, or?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah, she'll be there with you. She'll make it down there. I'll make sure you have my contact info if you have any questions that you think, if you don't need to, this won't be your last opportunity to ask me questions. There's another detective that works here who's going to come down and have a chat with you about something else. Okay, I don't even know what that is. So they'll be down a little bit. And I forgot to tell, we'll have to get a buccal swab from you, if you know what that is. We're gonna take some swabs and swab your mouth. But we have a search warrant, so we're going to give you a search warrant, a copy of that search warrant for that. So basically just a judge's order.
Yeah,
what's that for?
It's just anytime guns are involved with stuff, we get DNA swabs from people.
Yeah, it's just a little cotton swab you run in your cheek for a second.
Yep. Okay. So we'll come down and grab that from you at some point once we get that paperwork done. But Detective Vaughn's going to come down here in a little bit and have a chat. But in the meantime, we'll put you back in your cell, get you some breakfast or something.
All right. Then they told me to ask you guys about my money, my fanny pack that's in the car downstairs.
In the car. As long as things aren't involved in the crime itself, like if it's not like clothes and stuff, or I'll make sure it comes up with your property.
Like that. It's just money in my fanny pack.
Okay. We'll take a look at it and see what we can do.
Thank you for reminding me. Anything in that car that we need to worry about?
No, not weapons, nothing.
No weapons, anything?
No weed, no weapons, no drugs, nothing like that. It's just, I don't know if they got her phone or if it's in the car still. I know my fanny pack's still in the car with my money in it, the Louis Vuitton one. And
anything else, like any other property other than your fanny pack with your money in it?
That's what I'm trying to think. Not that I know of, no.
Okay, so here's what will happen with the fanny pack.
Mhm.
I'll go through it, I'll search it, we're going to take the money out and count it, and then it's going to go in an envelope, because what I don't want to do is leave your fanny pack and your money in there, and then when Chief's Towing comes to take the car out of the basement, it goes to an outdoor impound lot.
So it's not staying right there?
No.
Okay.
No. I don't want somebody to hop the fence at the impound lot and steal your money out, because they do that from time to time, where they'll go prowl cars and shit like that, and I don't want them to get your money.
Right.
So I'm going to inventory your fanny pack and your cash here to keep it safe for when you can come and get it.
And then do I ask you guys, or do I ask the people up there for like to get numbers on my phone? So when I go to Henderson?
It's currently with our forensics guys right now. Do you have the passcode for it? We can certainly...
651640.
All right. And what phone numbers do you want out of there? Like, what are the names? I can grab them for you.
I think Bay.
BA?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dale's Bondsman.
Okay. Anything else?
I think my mom's thing is old. It's either mom or OG in there. I'm not sure.
Mom or OG. Okay.
Yeah.
I can grab those. I'll throw the numbers in your property, okay?
Okay.
Real good, that's all I got.
All
We
right.
appreciate you chatting with us.
Yeah, no
man.
problem. What time is it?
It is 10 minutes to 9.
Okay.
End of statement.